I'm cook, I say, not savage climbing person. Diana! And Disgracia. Now, Captain say, make loop. So, to snare stupid animal, what for Captain Hook stew?
After him! Run him through! Don't let him get away!
Zeus and Zodiacus, flying demons! What?
The Eyes of Arch are here! After him! Run him through! Don't let him get away!
What? Lost boys do in Peter Pan? I wish for me to tell the Captain Hook.
You tulips? Then fall, Peter Pan.
We'll be right back.
She's Ariel, Disney's The Little Mermaid. She lives under the sea in a world of wonder that comes to life with new Little Mermaid dolls. You're invited to Ariel's wedding with Ariel, the bride doll. In her beautiful wedding gown, she marries Prince Eric. And all the excitement of Ariel's dinner at Eric's palace and under-the-sea adventures can be yours with wonderful new costume sets. You can make them all a part of your world. The new Little Mermaid dolls, Ariel dolls, Eric, and costume sets all sold separately.
High C is the box that rolls. High ride. High five. High nose. Low C. Middle C. High C. The box, the roots of fruit, the place for taste.
So how did new Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns come to pass? No lie. I'm driving along, hauling this load of Dad's cinnamon buns, when whoa, I start shrinking. But don't know it till I make my delivery. Bummer. What do I do with these buns? Then I get this idea.
New Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns, the Cinnamini part of this complete breakfast.
Mega taste and crunchy mini buns. Cinnamon Mini Buns. Get it? True story.
Swamp Thing, Earth really needs you. Arcane is bad for sure.
I've taken my show on the road.
Come on and fight for right.
He may be grimy, green, and gruesome, but he's a good guy.
Swamp Thing,
So plant yourself in front of this gutsy green giant.
you are amazing.
Saturday morning on Fox.
I'm ready for you.
Swamp Thing.
And now back to our program.
Liberty! Freedom! Peter Pan is gone! Go tell everybody!
Stop! Stop! That was pretty good. But you have to remember, you're all characters in a play.
We know that, Wendy.
Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. Right. That means you have to call each other by your play names. So, Peter, as Julius, you have to say, "Et tu, Brute." That doesn't sound right, Wendy. Isn't it "Et tu, Brute"? Okay. "Et tu, Brute." Get it?
We get it, Wendy. Okay. We'll remember this time.
All right. Back to your places. Let's try it again. Act 3, Scene 1.
Is close to spot where I see Peter Pan murdered by his friends, Captain. Is just past next bend.
Suffice to say, Cookson, that if your report proves erroneous, your continued existence will be in serious jeopardy.
I swear I saw Peter Pan fall, Captain, sir.
Aye, and more's the pity that I wasn't there to see the demise of Peter Pan myself, and at the hands of his own friends. Ship your oars, lads. Mr. Smee, douse the lantern.
Oh, pardon me, you bleeding piece of dirt, that I... Me, Mark Anthony. Who do you think?
I do, Mr. Anthony.
Oh, this is hopeless. Concentrate. You're all falling asleep and saying your lines at the wrong time. Perhaps we'd better call it a night.
Oh, Wendy, not yet.
This is my big funeral speech.
We can't stop now. Harner's getting comfortable.
All right, let's try it again. Places, everyone. Oh, pardon me, you bleeding piece of dirt.
Cookson, you bloated bubblehead. Pan seems uncommonly lively for a corpse.
But, Captain, was seeing with own eyes. Must be work of devil himself what brought Pan back to alive.
Stow that nonsense. At least you found the whole gaggle of them. And as long as we're here, carpe diem.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, Captain. So what do we do?
We seize the whole gaggle in one fell swoop. Spread yourselves out, men. When I give the command, we'll crush them like so many grapes.
Let's try it again. Friends, Romanians, country folk.
Is it possible? The bard here in this benighted wasteland?
Give me your ears. I come not to bury Caesar, but to appraise him.
Wait, this child is taking egregious liberties with the text.
Men that do evil, are really bad guys, I think.
Oh, dear bard, they give you death by inches. Will Shakespeare give thanks that you aren't here to witness this atrocity?
Stop! I've heard enough.
Oh,
Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator, but as you know me all, a plain, blunt man.
I think the captain's taken leave of his wits.
I have neither wit, nor words, nor word to stir the men's blood. I only speak right on.
Bravo, Hook!
That was superb.
Encore!
The captain's got as barmy as a bunting tosser in a full blower.
Most impressive, Captain.
Aye, but then the bleating of a wild boar would be preferable to listening to you little vulgarians.
Then you were a Shakespearean actor.
Oh, please. I was a thespian in my school days at Eton. An amateur, but with promise.
You certainly sounded professional.
I am proficient enough to recognize that your production, such as it is, could use some of my ministerial expertise.
What do you suppose the captain means by that, Stocky?
I do believe Captain Hook is offering his services as a dramatist to these appalling ragamuffins.
As much as I'd like to put you out of my misery, Peter Pan, I have higher principles to uphold. The tradition of the theater and the immortal words of William Shakespeare, the greatest playwright in the history of humankind.
Careful, Peter. You know you can't trust him.
I know that, but let's just see what happens. Just what do you have in mind, Codfish?
My proposal is this, Pan. A joint production. Say, Romeo and Juliet. And for the nonce, a truce.
Excellent, Captain. Shall we shake on it?
But of course. After all, the play's the thing.
Fox Kids Network. We'll be right back.
Tom and Jerry Kids are bigger and better with more hair-raising thrills and eye-popping excitement.
Why don't those little so-and-sos.
And if you act now, you'll get a full 60 minutes of the most fun kids can have.
Can I?
Don't miss 1 hour of Tom and Jerry Kids Saturday morning on Fox.
I really dig pudding. I really dig Jell-O. I really dig pudding. I really dig Jell-O.
What's that snack?
It's Jell-O, man.
You stuffed enough snacks, Shuttler.
There's always room for Jell-O.
Well, Jell-O pudding snacks do make your head spin.
It's Jell-O, man.
Oh, dangerously smooth, explosively chocolate. The snack to pack is Jell-O, man.
Jell-O, man.
If I could make a baby doll, I'd make her great. Like a real baby. I'd call her Baby Face. Baby Face, she's the one, oh yeah. I'd make her so much fun, my Baby Face. She's surprised, shy, sorry. Her arms, legs, and head would move, twist and turn in so many ways. I'd change her diaper, dress her up. Then I'd give each one a magic heart with a secret message.
Little girl, surprise, they're here. The Baby Face babies with a magic heart, each sold separately.
I love them all.
I've got the eye of the tiger, a feeling so strong with Tony beside me. I just can't go wrong. I've got the eye of the tiger.
Winners work hard and eat smart, like Kellogg's Frosted Flakes as part of this complete breakfast.
I've got the eye of the tiger.
They're great. It's wow. It's incredible. It's a hit. It's a free baseball ticket with 2 vouchers from Kellogg's Frosted Flakes or Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
On the next Harry and the Hendersons,
I want my ring back.
Nancy's wedding ring has vanished.
You just let me find this ring. I promise I'll never watch Geraldo again.
It's time for drastic action.
I am Chuck the Ring.
But can a clairvoyant crack this case? Or is his act a little hard to swallow? Police Academy's Michael Winslow guest stars.
I've read about this.
On the next Harry and the Hendersons. Saturday at 5:30 on Fox 5.
That program.
Shall we get started then?
Aye.
Finish up, Mason, you lummox, so we can get on with the rehearsal.
Almost ready, Captain. One more spike and she'll be as sound as a fresh cocked hull. One more or one less? Who's counting? Aye, there now. With just a little extra weight, she'll give way like a moonsail spar in a Madagascar monsoon.
But why do we fill this bag with sand?
It's a counterweight for raising the curtain.
Now, where'd those blasted twins disappear to? Captain Hook will flay my hide raw if we don't get these curtains working.
How about a demonstration? Curtain up!
Oh!
I wonder when Jukes learned to fly.
What goes up must come down. Oh, so sorry, fellas. The counterweight slipped right through my fingers.
We're ready to rehearse the balcony scene, then. Wendy, of course, will be Juliet. Starkey here is Romeo.
But I thought Peter...
Tut, tut, my dear. I'm the director. I've a more appropriate role in mind for Pan.
Whatever you say, Captain.
You'll be Tybalt, the true villain of the piece. It fits your personality to a T. Places, everyone!
This costume is so heavy, I can't fly.
Milady.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I'm right here, but you're stepping on my lines.
I know that. I was merely rehearsing for the rehearsal.
Oh, well then, pray continue.
Now remember, Shakespeare must be delivered
drippingly on the tongue.
That soft, what light from yonder window bakes? It is the yeast, and Juliet is the bun.
I have full cause of weeping, but this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws. Starkey, you hopeless Philistine! From the script, the bard's words, not yours.
Aye, sir, quite so. What light from yonder window breaks?
Look out, Wendy! Are you all right?
Yes, I don't know what happened.
I don't either, but I'm willing to bet it wasn't an accident.
So as to make sure no one's getting hurt, you Montagues are to use these wooden swords.
But we can't have a true battle using pieces of wood.
'Twill make us look like lily-livered landlubbers.
Captain Hook's orders, boys. Remember, the play is the thing.
I, for one, am true with play acting.
Malin, are the men ready for the fight scene?
Ready, Captain.
Pan, how about your filthy band of tatterdemalions?
Ready, willing, and able, Captain.
Silence! Act 1, Scene 1. And... action!
You're on Fox, man. We'll be right back.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Flo. What do you know?
Our flowers won't grow.
Did you try a hoe?
No.
How about a mow?
No.
Oh, I know.
Whoa.
They just needed time to grow.
With every Nature's Helpers Happy Meal, you can get a toy garden tool or a bird feeder. You can collect all 5 toys, one with every Happy Meal you buy. Now it's easy to be one of Nature's helpers.
It worked.
Only at McDonald's.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, alphabet for you and me. You can spell parade and make it march by. Land a plane in your milk or watch a duck swim by. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, alphabet for you and me. Toast alphabets and marshmallow alphabet cereals are part of this good-for-you breakfast. Both alphabets are A, B, C, delicious.
It's the incredible changing Bobby, famous detective, talk show host, castaway. Watch Bobby's World Saturday morning on Fox.
And now back to our program.
What art thou drawn among these heartless hides? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
Ah, put up your sword, you blighter. Board the collies, mates.
I think I shall go mad.
I hate Hades, all Montagues, and thee. Huh? To the air, fellows, and attack!
Hey, you're not playing fair!
Odds, bobs, hammer, and tongs.
On guard! Fight like a man! You frenzied boy!
Draw if you be a man.
Behind you! Cease and desist! Avast! A plague on both your houses.
I suppose this is your idea of a truce.
I gave you my word, Pan, and I've kept it. Unfortunately, this contemptible rabble had other ideas.
But, Captain, sir, we're buccaneers, not actors.
So you've made abundantly clear, Mr. Mullins. I've grown weary of hearing Shakespeare mangled by all of you heathens. Therefore, henceforward, I will play Romeo myself. For the nonce, I will return to the Jolly Roger to prepare my lines. Mr. Smee, to the longboat! Oh, my love, my wife, death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Oh, it's almost too perfect. My finest hour on stage will be my finest hour in life. Poor Wendy. In Will Shakespeare's play, she must drink a simple sleeping potion. But in James Hook's production, she must drink this to sleep.
To sleep, to sleep.
Aye, short Tom. To sleep, perchance to dream, for a Neverland eternity. For as long as Peter Pan remains an eternal youth, he will be denied the company of his beloved Wendy, the person he holds dearest in his life. Without his adored Wendy, Peter will be nothing, a shell, as malleable as the most timid actor who ever trod the boards, whence I will direct him to the bottomless pit.
Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow. How was that, Peter?
That was fine, Wendy, but I don't like the idea of you being that close to Hook.
Oh, Peter, no one gets hurt in Romeo and Juliet. It's a love story.
Ah, prop master. You are well prepared for tonight's dress rehearsal, I presume?
Yes, sir. Everything's ready. Juliet's dress was slightly ripped, but I fixed it, and...
Save your breath, boy. I have a list of the necessary ingredients. 1 dagger, a pillow, and a sleeping potion vial.
Here's the dagger. Slightly fake, of course.
Of course.
I thought we'd use this for the sleeping potion vial.
Here, let me examine that.
Huh. I seem to have slightly misplaced the pillow.
This will be fine. Places, everyone!
Vessels and vessels! What is Hook up to? I don't like the look of this at all.
Now remember, Wendy, this is a scene of infinite delicacy.
Yes, and so romantic, too.
Yes, yes, naturally. Just remember that Juliet is in the throes of indecision. Her life is about to change, yet we know not quite how.
And everyone lives happily ever after, right?
Happily ever after. But of course, after she has drunk the potion.
Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? Oh, this is so beautiful.
Yes, isn't it? Now, I'd like to see how you'll actually drink the sleeping poison potion.
Okay. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. Is that right?
Yes, yes, that's wonderful. Now, hurry, drink it.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. Here's drink. Here's drink? What does that mean?
It means you should drink the wretched potion.
Well, you don't have to get so angry, Captain. Here's drink. I drink to thee.
Again, try it again.
Here's drink. I drink to thee. It's such a small bottle. Wouldn't it be more ladylike to dip my finger in it?
No, it would not be more ladylike. The text says drink. So you take the vial, you put it to your lips, and then you drink. Like that. God and brimstone, what have I done? Soontas, I am hoist by my own petard. I will never see the Jolly Roger again, never roam the main, never destroy my nemesis, Peter Pan. Come, better conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Now, desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks, thy seasick, weary bark.
Why, the captain is spellbinding.
The ship's yours, men, for I am through. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick.
Bravo, Captain! What a splendid death scene!
Is this death? If so, where is thy sting? My potion seems to have lost its power. How else could I feel so alive, so like my old self?
So, you admit that you tried to harm Wendy just to get at me?
Yes, I admit it. But how did you know?
I saw you meddling with the vial.
And I replaced your rotten potion with some water from the Never Falls.
So, some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than that of Juliet and her Romeo.
Henry, will you please see what those boys are up to?
Introducing WWF Wrestling Buddies. Wrestling Buddies from Tonka. Funk 'em, bop 'em. Wrestling Buddies are looking for action.
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
Nothing, Dad.
Drop kick!
Who do you think you are?
That's Hulk Hogan!
Wrestling Buddies want to be your buddies.
Henry, what's going on up there?
Nothing, dear.
WWF Wrestling Buddies, new from Tonka. Each sold separately.
You got a lot to do before lunch. Energy is what you need. You can fill your bowl with Cheerios.